All right, boys, a very important video. For payouts in November, TopStep put out some statistic that said like only 3% of traders in their database last year actually got to payout. Whatever the percentage is, I know most of you, unfortunately, haven't gotten a payout, definitely haven't gotten as many payouts as you would like. I'm up $4,000 just in November, and I'm on deck to take another 7,500 out here in the first 2 days of December. This video, the focus is going to be to show you how I grinded these accounts to pay out over the course of a month. I was talking about this on stream this morning. I think there's an illusion when it comes to payouts, and people think they come quickly. Now, they can come cheap. Remember, you can have it good, fast, and cheap. These accounts are only $169. I took the payouts on the Ignite instant funding accounts with Top One Futures. No challenge, no intraday trailing drawdown. The only thing you have to worry about is a consistency score of 15%, which caps how much you can make on your green days. It's really not that big of a deal. Like I said, if you're grinding it out over the whole month, your goal is just to prevent losses. I had a podcast go up on Saturday and I was talking to the guest about just the biggest trading lesson over the last decade. And he said it was learning how to be a good loser, learning how to embrace the losses because the wins naturally come. So today, I want to talk to you specifically about the couple of trades that got me to the last chunk of payouts here. That brings my total take in Top One Futures payouts up to $16,600. Now, these are the statistics. You can see here in the top left, I'm trading 3 Ignite accounts here, 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 that we're focused on from these 3 payouts. $2,400 is the total P&L right now after taking the payout. You can see the equity curve here started in the beginning of November and worked it for 20 days basically to pay out. It's a 1.8 profit factor, a 74% trade win rate. And then my best performing day is Tuesday, and my least profitable day, performing day, is Monday. Biggest thing from the stats, average trade is only 21 minutes. My average loss was a little bit longer. Average win is about 15. Average winning trade was 90. Average losing trade is 146. Now, best trade, 348, because it caps the good days with the consistency score on a 50K account at 375. So I stopped at 350. And then the worst day, I took a $700 loss. Only one big losing day. If you go back here on the calendar, you can see remember, this is 3 accounts. So you're looking at 1, but it's really 3x'd. So the first week was green. There's that big $700 loss. Clawed that back, still finished the second week green. Third week, that's where I got the payout here at the end of the week on the 21st. If you look back at this picture, you can see we requested the payout here on the 24th. First payout hit November 5th, the next 3 on the 24th. So then here you can see we get that done on the Monday. It was really Friday and then Monday. But what I want to go over with you is these last couple of days. When you get close to the payout, I want to talk about those trades. Now, these Ignite accounts are still on sale. This link is in the description. ASFX, it's always the code that's going to save you money. I got links down below for TradeZella, can save you money there. I won't talk about all that, everybody. I know you don't like the promos too much. I don't want to be a salesman too much, but all the links are in the description, especially if you want to trade with me every day for free. There's a link in the description to do that as well. You want to join our coaching program? We meet 3 times a week. There's a link in the description for that as well. It's actually new on our website. If you go to asfx.biz, we got the bootcamp website ready to rock and roll here. But if you click Black Shirt Club, which is our coaching program, we redid the website a little bit so it looks nice and clean. 3 group coaching calls a week. I think some of you would really, really like that. But let's get into it, right? Let's go back to Wednesday, the 19th. So if we look at the accounts that got the payout, here's the 19th, made $340 on each of the 3 accounts that day. Then a red day, then a green day, then another green day for payout, right? And then you can see here again, we're focused on those last $3,000. There's the $1,000 payout, and there's the date they come in, right? So let's start with that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And the beautiful thing about using TradeZella for all the journaling is I can come back really quickly, really easily, and see exactly what I did on that day. So let's go over it. First, we had a trade here pre-market, and I was long on this overnight VWAP. You can see price action had been above the dotted line, above that VWAP, and I was looking for a bounce into market open. But because I was so close to the payout, I just cut the trade short before market open came in. You can see I was in the trade at 66.45 and out of the trade at 44.50. So I missed the bounce, but instead of feeling FOMO and getting, tilted right away, I tried to stay focused and find a good trade, which we did. I ended up shorting it off of yesterday's high from 66.96 to 66.83. So I end up making money here. After that big extended move that I missed, I make a little bit of money trading back into VWAP, right? Now we're stacking our trades, getting closer and closer to payout. You can see in my notes, only $340 to pay out. And on the book map, we had clear orders below As you can see, nothing above to trade into. So it was very clear we wanted to be short on this trade back into VWAP, right? Now, I should have stopped right there, right? Plus 198 times 3, but I didn't. I took another trade. And this is where I started to think that I was probably tilted from that miss earlier, because then I bought this, which is underneath the overnight VWAP and underneath the New York VWAP. It's just fighting the trend, just looking for a bounce. And I get smoked, full stop loss on this. It was not a good trade, not a good entry. And to take full stop loss on it and not realize it was a bad trade was stupid. So I go from plus 198 on each of the three accounts. Now I'm down 159. Then I just go ham and start going crazy a little bit. I scalped this long from here to here, very, very small move. Scalped that long to bring me now minus $49 for the day. And then the final trade was a short. Now I got on the right side of it because I'm seeing the VWAP rejection here, VWAP rejection here. I'm going to short this, looking to trade back into these lows, 52 down to 31. And then that was the trade that put me up 350 on the day, 340 on the day. So feeling really good after that on Wednesday. Now, Thursday was a bit of a battle, as you can see. I started down 158 because I was short on the New York VWAP break, 67 here, out at 77. Took that loss, out. Cut it here. Didn't get stopped here, cut it here. Watch what this thing does. So I missed that first trade on Wednesday, and then look at what this thing does, man. I get out of the short here, and it just goes straight to take profit. Not only does it do that, it just sucked lower. So again, the early first trade miss creeping back in, causing me to keep trading and tilt. Then I take this. This was terrible. Long for no reason. Smoked me on that one. Now I'm down 592. Again, I flip, short it. I can't hold it because it's so far from VWAP. I'm just out of the pocket, way out of the pocket. Scalped a little, go from minus 592 to minus 487. Another one. I buy it again, 13 to 24. I know that doesn't look like much, but that was 10 points right there. So I take that, fighting the trend. Now I'm down 375, building a little confidence. And then I try to buy it again instantly. 5 minutes, smoked me, just rolled me up and smoked me. Minus 511 again. So I was minus 158, minus 592, minus 487, fighting, minus 375, fighting, minus 511, fighting again, the trend. Then take a little break, get this one, buy it again. 6605 to 6620. This one actually paid, made a little bit of money, could have made a little bit more. That one works. Now we go minus 511 to minus 291. And then one more trade to finish the day. I buy it again, 55.96 to 66.12 right here. You can't even see the New York VWAP. It's so high. We are so far extended from it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But that finishes the day minus 129 on each of the accounts. Best spot I've been in all day, so I'm done. I went from 158 down. Twice I was down $500, almost 3 times down $500, and then finished the day down as minus 129. And then there you can see that was that Thursday. Tough day, man. And I show this to you guys because it's like everyone thinks you just take trades, get payouts. No, bro. You have to learn how to survive days like that. Be a good loser and not be rigid. So first trade here, long. Now we're on Friday, right? So now we're finishing up the week here with a nice green day on Friday to get to the payout. So here, long, as we break New York VWAP, 65.80 to 65.93. I caught 13 points in 3 minutes. Give me that. Take it. Plus 142. Second trade, I break even on this. I'm short at 72 and I get out at 72. I didn't close it when it made a new low here, so I broke even on that. I'm getting closer to the payout, so I'm not getting aggressive trying to run these trades really far. And then I tried to get another one here, short again, and I take full loss on this. So I get smoked on that one. Now I go plus 142, still plus 142. Now I'm down 233. Fourth trade, I shorted again, 68 to 62. So look, I'm long, winner, short, break even, short, loser, short, winner. But at least I'm working the VWAP on the right side. I was long when we were above it, and I'm short when we're below it. This one, I think I just had too tight of a stop loss and too bad of an entry on that third trade. So now I'm plus 100, got some money back. Then we go plus 172, scalped it here. New York VWAP. Again, I'm being defensive. I don't want this to go red on me. I think it's a good trade, but I want to get this payout. So I go 66 to 58. It doesn't look like a big move, but it's still a couple of points right there. You know what I mean? So now we go from 100 in the profit on each of the three accounts. Now we're up 172. And then the final trade to get me up 250, I buy it here, stop at the double bottom, and we make good money on this, 65 to 73. And that would have been enough right there for the payout. No problem. But that was Friday. And then Monday, we come on stream. You can see I submitted the 3 payouts Monday morning here. I'll show you this picture. It says 10:40 in the morning, payout submitted. That comes after we crushed this long. We dodged all the noise at the beginning of the stream, got long here as buyers are showing their hand, stop at session low, and we get out of this trade 79 to 94, and it continues higher. You notice most of my trades are with the VWAP when I'm doing well, and I'm not catching the whole move. I'm taking a chunk out of it. So I hope this video was helpful, going over these trades, showing you what I did, not only to take the 16,600 in payouts, but also to get 4 payouts here in November. I think a lot of people would love payouts in 1 month, 4 payouts in 1 month. So hopefully you'll come hang out on stream with us. There's a link for a free month below. Maybe you try Top 1 Futures. You can use the code ASFX to save, and hopefully we'll help you start making some more money together. Get with us in the Black Shirt Club if you want more, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of my future videos. I appreciate you guys very much for watching. Let me know, as always, if I can help you, and happy trading.